imagine this. You're hosting Thanksgiving at your house, and you're excited to have everyone over, but there's a little problem. You don't cook. What are you going to do? You got to eat.
You got to eat. I love this because this is my exact predicament I'm in. Sorry, folks who are coming to my house this week. Listen, instead of tearing your hair out and running around the house screaming like I do, there is a better solution. You can buy store-bought food and dress it up so it will taste great. Your guests might not even know the difference between that and homemade. Shh, we won't tell, okay?
No.
Food stylist Amy Scott is here to show us exactly how it's done. This is so sneaky, Amy. What a great idea.
I don't think that it's terribly sneaky either, because this is what you would do at home anyways, adding some garnishes. So you can take something that's store-bought and just make it come up to the next level and make it really delicious.
And I love that too, because a lot of people just don't have the time, number one. You know, you may like to cook and be able to do it, but the timing is just, you're slammed.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll see, we'll be able to go through this super quickly, and you'll see how amazing we can make this look in no time at all.
Awesome.
All right.
So you have everything from appetizers to sides to dessert, right?
Yes, sir.
Where do we start? This looks like a creamy chip dip, huh?
Yes, so this is our regular old run-of-the-mill onion dip. So this was made with sour cream and the dip mix, just like anybody would, or you could buy it from the store. The way that we're gonna work this up a little bit is by adding caramelized onions and some fresh thyme. So if you would like, one of you can go ahead and take some of the caramelized onions.
Okay.
You'll put it in a mound right on top. You can be creative about it. You can make it as beautiful as you want. It doesn't really matter because we'll sprinkle some thyme.
To be like super basic, Amy, if someone doesn't know how to caramelize onions at home, you just throw them in a saute pan, right?
Yeah, you put them in a pan, put some oil or butter in there, have it on low heat, and let it go for probably about 20 minutes.
Until the onions start to look sort of translucent, right?
Exactly. It brings all the sweetness up, and there you go.
I'm digging in.
And you know what? If you put it in a fancy dish with a little garnish on top like that, no one will ever know the difference.
It's delicious, and it looks really good.
Yeah, and so you can go ahead and set it right there, and it's all ready to go for your party.
I love that. And adding in that little extra touch, I think, is perfect. Does the trick.
I could eat that with a spoon.
Yeah, very good. Okay, I love cranberry sauce, and this was a big topic on the radio today as I was listening. Homemade versus canned versus whatever. I mean, but you have to have cranberry sauce.
You can't get away from cranberry sauce during Thanksgiving, and you don't necessarily have the time to go buy the fresh cranberries and do all of the work yourself.
Yeah.
I get it canned, but I do the whole berries in it because I like that there's more texture in that. If you like jellied, that's fine. You can do the same exact stuff to touch it up, but people will know you didn't make it.
Okay, so what do we do with it?
So what we'll be doing is taking this microplane and an orange, and if one of you would like to go at it, you're gonna just
on the top?
grate it. Yep, just grate some of the zest right on top.
What did you call that? A microplane?
It's a microplane, and so that just gives you a cute little bit of zest on top.
I had no idea what it was called.
There you go.
If someone sent me to the store to buy a microplane, I would look for like a small toy plane.
I'd look for like
department.
microblading or something for my face.
So you'll see this is adding an incredible burst of color. It's adding a lot of flavor because as the orange rind, it has orange oils.
And Amy, would you have to have this microplane, or could you use like on a cheese grater? Sometimes there's
totally
a zester on the side, right?
And if you want to get really fancy, what we can do is add these beautiful little curls on top.
Shut it down.
Which, there we go.
How did you make those?
So the way that you do this is by taking an orange and this is called a channel knife. It's used by all the
channel knife. Also something
bartenders, I think,
bartenders all over. And you just go ahead and peel this. And what I did was take it, twist it around the top of a chopstick, and after leaving it for a while, it makes that perfect little twirl.
Little garnish goes a long way. Okay, let's move along to the mac and cheese.
All right, another staple that doesn't necessarily look pretty when you get it, whether it's frozen, store-made.
Oh, I think
so
it
what
looks
we can do.
No, I have no problems with this dish at all.
But to bring this up to the next level, what I'd like for you all to do is take some of these panko breadcrumbs that I toasted beforehand. You're going to sprinkle it all over the top, be as liberal as you want. The chives, we can do some fresh ground pepper, and we can do some chopped rosemary.
Where do you get the panko breadcrumbs?
Panko breadcrumbs are at a lot of different grocery stores here in Houston. Kroger, H-E-B, go to generally the Asian section and you'll be able to find.
All right. Okay, what about the dessert?
All right. Now
like
this
the
is
crunch.
the grand finale.
Okay.
Everybody's going to be having these store-bought pies on their tables, but you can really make them look a lot more interesting. So what I'm going to have both of you do, you're going to have different pies.
Okay.
First, Derek over here, this will be yours. You're going to put some in the middle and spread it around.
So this is just whipping cream,
This
heavy
is whipping cream with, this is actually Cool Whip with a little bit of maple syrup in it. And I'll have you do the same thing, but you're going to do more of a dollop.
Okay.
I know, and you want mine
You're
spread
going to spread
around?
and you're going to dollop.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, is that a
I am
dollop?
so tempted.
That's a beautiful dollop.
Okay.
And what we'll do is we'll bring it a little, give it a little bit of a swirling experience here.
Okay.
Go on up.
We have about 30
With
seconds,
that,
so I want to make sure that we get this
got
just.
it. And so you will just sprinkle some cinnamon right on top there.
Oh my gosh.
And for you, Derek, we're going to crunch up some of these cookies and just crunch it
crunch
right
it up?
on top.
Oh, that's awesome.
Using my bare hands?
And those are
Using
ginger
your
snap?
bare hands. These are ginger snap cookies. And it just adds this great flavor.
I love that. This is a great idea.
Amy, it's
You're already
beautiful.
dressed up. These are such great ideas.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thanks for lunch, too.
I know, right? Start with dessert always. If you would like more information on how to jazz up store-bought food or for the holidays, you can check out Amy's website, theaescott.com. Thanks so much, Amy.
Thank you.
Thank you.